Well, hello again. It's Mrs. Kohli. I hope you're having a great day. Today's a great day for me. And so we have something special that we have planned for you. It's a reader's theater and it's about Jack and the Beanstalk. I'm not going to say anything else. And I hope you're excited to watch us as we practice our fluency skills, practicing expression, which is more prosody, and you can kind of see how we try to take it to the next level. And I do have some very good actors in this class, so I hope that they come alive as they perform this for you today. I hope you're doing well.
I would like to introduce you to a reader's theater that we're doing, the Jack and the Beanstalk Trial, and we're gonna be reading and acting all the way. Order in the court!
I have one large pepperoni pizza to go.
I don't mean that kind of order. I mean quiet, respect, consideration for the rights of others, that kind of thing. Now, the case before us has been brought by Gerald Giant and against Jack on the charge of stealing. I call Mr. Giant to stand. Please tell us what Jack did to
My nose. He broke my knee. I got 2 black eyes I can barely see. My jaw's so sore I can hardly talk ever since he struck down that big beanstalk.
A nursery rhyme.
When I fell, I also broke my funny bone. Sometimes things just come out in a rhyme.
Well, please don't rhyme in my courtroom.
Mr. Giant, Jack is accused of stealing. Are you saying he did all of this to you?
Jack came and stole my gold. Then he came back and again to steal my singing harp and my gold egg-laying hen.
The witness is still rhyming, and it's getting worse.
You're rhyming, Mr. Giant. Am I clear? Stop picking on that poor fella. What are you going to do about Jack and the things he stole? Throw the book at him, Judge. Objecting now.
Dangerous to throw things.
Meaning we should... That's just an expression. Meaning we should put Jack in jail and throw away the
Jack. Now the prosecutor is throwing things
Go
too.
on, Miss Giant. But just don't throw a fit.
What happened? One day, out of the blue, a huge beanstalk grew all the way up to our castle in the clouds, and this ragamuffin Jack climbed up it. He looked lost and hungry, so I invited him in, gave him a snack, and even had our harp sing for him. Then, as soon as my husband Gerald came home, Jack ran off with our stuff.
Say splat in the courtroom? Slang in my courtroom either. But we're here to find out the truth. Now, what do you have to say about this, Jack? It's very dangerous to make someone go splat.
Judge, he may have gone crash, he may have gone bang, he may have even gone kaboom, but I didn't hear him go splat.
That's ridiculous. I heard splat all the way up in the castle.
Rhyming alert. It was splat, and that's that.
Order in the court, I say.
Is it time to order pizza now?
What was that?
Is it time to order pizza now?
Oh.
Enough about pizza and enough about splat. Prosecutor, do you have any other witnesses?
From Axe Depot. Now, Mr. Clerk,
Ask if I promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
well, do you?
Question. Jack. He came into Axe Depot a couple of weeks ago with the biggest bag of gold I'd ever seen.
That was our retirement money.
Fanciest, most expensive axe in the world. He bought the Beanstalk Chopper 3000. It took the whole bag of gold to buy it, too.
Still have the gold?
I spent it on a new gingerbread siding for my house. They say it's great for keeping out big bad wolves, but it seems to attract kids named Hansel and
I
Gretel.
know his mother. Last week she called the neckwear and bid on the most expensive gown in the world. She wanted to wear it to some fancy ball Prince Charming was throwing.
Throwing things again.
You clerk. For my next witness, I call the host of the Little Woodland Cottage Shopping Network. Now, do you know the defendant, Jack?
Go on, please.
Well, she didn't have any money, but she claimed that she had hens that laid golden eggs.
And for the gown?
Here, but it wasn't written yesterday. Who wouldn't take hens that lays golden eggs for a dress?
When is it my turn to cross-examine the witness?
Go ahead.
Thanks. Did Jack's mother say where the hen came
But
from?
we all know the story, right?
Don't assume we know this truth just because someone else told you. That's why we're having this trial. Maybe Jack's mother raised the hen herself. If Jack can grow beanstalks that reach into the clouds, why not hens that lay golden
Son
eggs?
stole it from a giant.
Got it from some giant. That's not the same thing.
Buddy, it's still my hen and he better give it back again.
Rhyming again. Rhyming again, Judge.
Order in the court, and not one word about pizza. Defense or attorney, call your
I
witness.
call Jack. Do you promise to tell the truth? Of course, the whole truth.
Mostly the truth.
No, it has to be the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Okay, wait.
Making this really hard, you know.
That's what happened.
It all started when I took Milky White to the market.
Who's Milky White?
She's my cow. Well, she was my cow. I went into the market and sold him.
I told you to sell her. Look, Judge, we called her Milky White because she was milky on the inside, but not on the outside. No, she was milky on the outside, but not in the inside. For a long time, and we were broke. We had to sell her.
Okay, I understand.
On my way to the market until this mysterious man came out of the shadows.
A mysterious man? I hope you don't expect us to believe that.
Hat on and he didn't say a word to me.
Mysterious to me.
Took Milky White and gave me 5 beans for it.
Her. Milky White's a her. And did I tell you to sell our cow for beans? Who sells cows for beans?
I told you they were magic beans. Did you listen? No. You threw them away, and the next morning, just like magic, a huge beanstalk was growing in our backyard.
From your yard right to our castle, and boy, did it make a mess of my flower garden.
Did you do next, Jack?
I climbed up the beanstalk, and there was a giant house.
What did you do?
I climbed up the beanstalk, and at the top was a gigantic house in the clouds. Inside, after that long climb, I was hungry. I told Miss Giant that I was poor, starving lad who got lost and climbed up the beanstalk. So he fixed me a big plate of food. I mean a big plate of food. Then all of a sudden, Mr. Giant appeared and went all fee-fi-fo-fum on me.
Fum. What do you mean he went all fee-fi-fo-fum on you?
He started yelling fee-fi-fo-fum, and I smelled the blood of an Englishman. I'm not English. I don't even know what an Englishman smells like. But I wasn't taking any chances.
He's French.
He's always fee-fi-fo-fumming, Judge. He doesn't mean anything by it. What did he do to you? I'm sorry for interrupting, Judge, but this is getting interesting.
I ran as fast as I could. Then I jumped on the beanstalk and climbed down. I'm quite nimble and quick, you know. You should see me jump over a candlestick.
All this running, I see you still had time to steal the bag of gold.
Excellent point. So, Jack, which were you, frightened or greedy?
Here I was in the huge house, beautiful things everywhere. And was so poor, I just sold our only cow for 5 beans. For Pete's sake. I thought, who's going to miss one little bag of gold?
Just grabbed the gold and ran.
He's guilty, Judge. He just admitted it.
Yeah, Judge. He didn't know what he was doing. He's just a little boy.
He's guilty.
Silence. Now you listen, Jack. Did you steal all those things from Mr. and Mrs. Giant, yes or no?
Yes, I did.
And did you chop down the beanstalk?
My husband on it?
I admit I was wrong, and I'll take the blame, but I don't think it was all my fault. I didn't ask for magic beans. I didn't ask for a beanstalk to go into the giant's yard. How about the guy with the beans? Isn't he responsible for what happened too? Who was that guy with the beans anyway?
His name is Bean Guy.
Bingo.
Wait,
Yes,
I've been traveling fairy tale to fairy tale, giving people magic beans.
I've heard of you before.
This is my first fairy tale. After this, they got me scheduled for a fairy tale tour. I do the Princess and the Pea next. Why give me magic beans? To teach you a lesson, of course. Fairy tales are all about teaching people lessons. For starters, Jack, you were being irresponsible. Irresponsible? How?
For saying her. Thank you so much.
Harp, our hen, and our gold. That's our savings for when we get old.
Mr. Giant is right, even if his rhymes are a fright. You're going to have to work off your debt to Mr. and Mrs. Giant first.
Giant house?
Wash our giant floors.
Sing like the harp for their supper.
And oil our squeaky doors.
God, was this your idea all along? You know how Cinderella has her fairy godmother? Well, you have. Well, Jack, you have Bean Guy. Well, yeah, but Cinderella actually went to the ball. And you got to the giant's castle. Maybe you'll think about the consequences of your actions before taking something that doesn't belong to you. Mr. Giant, are you satisfied with this discussion?
Hey, Mr. Bean Guy. Hey, I didn't rhyme that time. I'm cured.
Concludes our case. I have just one more thing to say. Order in the court!